Oh yeah, we're going live.
We're live on Facebook today.
It's so dirty. That music is so dirty. Let's talk about it with Jeff and Caleb. And Caleb and Jeff.
Yeah.
And Kyle the Intern.
Yeah.
And special guest. He's not going to be on the podcast.
No, we got Chance Larimore here today.
We got old Chance Larimore back in the audience in the green room.
We have his wife Chelsea here, and we also have Christina.
Ex-Tina's
here in the house, but Kyle the Intern kicked him out a while ago. So
Kyle, when he gets on this podcast, he's a dude.
Savage intern is what he is.
He's the dude.
I don't feel that I'm taking any responsibility for that action because it really pissed off the wives. So,
and that, if there's anything you can learn, Kyle the Intern, we may talk about his dating life here in a little while.
We might.
There's one thing you can learn, Kyle, is don't piss off the wife.
Right.
Don't do it.
So the music didn't last very long. For some reason, I don't know what that's all about.
Because
the intern said that it was too long last time, so I guess we're just gonna go shorter music this time.
Yeah, we went shorter music. It's okay.
Okay. Jeff, you want to welcome everybody?
I was going to say.
We didn't get to have the music to do it, so it got turned off real quick.
We did welcome everyone. Everyone's here. Maybe you're noticing, if you're watching Facebook Live, which I know 100 or so of you are,
yeah,
we've got this beautiful setup.
Yeah, we just moved into the man cave at my house. So, yeah.
We've got Invincible Shaolin playing on the background.
Chance suggested Kung Fu in the background, so we do for our guests what they ask.
I think I suggested some Kung Fu kind of stuff going on in the background. Chance just said,
"You're right.
You got to make sure it's appropriate for everyone." So we hope everything that plays is okay. If not, Chance, you just yell at us and we'll turn it off.
Yeah.
But we've got this nice setup. Caleb, thank you.
Man, we were upstairs before in my house. It worked for kind of what we were doing, getting started. But last week was really, it was really unorganized. It was all over the place. We had a good guest over there, but we didn't have everything together. So I think this week's gonna be a lot better.
Okay.
But before we get started, everybody needs to know that we are. Oh, we already started. Is that why you're laughing, Kyle the Intern? My bad. So I should have done this before. No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it now. So we were brought to you by Better Homes and Gardens, Real Estate, I-20 team, servicing all of East Texas. We service all your real estate needs, listing and selling homes, because that's what real estate companies do.
I think they have to sell homes. I don't know what else they would sell. Land.
They sell land, yeah.
They sell homes.
They have two offices. They do have two offices here in Lindale. They got one by the front gate of Hideaway, and they got one in town.
Where does your mom office out of?
Her car, I guess. I don't know.
She just lives in her car.
My mother does it. She's part of the team. She's one of the partners there. So that's good. But you people that are watching, we need more sponsors too. We're still looking for sponsors. Hey, I talked to a friend of mine, Michael Carnathan, this last week, about, because he's asking, everybody's been asking about when we're going live again, when we're doing the podcast again. Everybody's asking.
Everyone.
So he said, y'all get more sponsors. I said, no. He said, we should host a pickleball tournament in Hideaway.
Okay.
And I don't know if we should maybe be the commentators of the pickleball tournament, where we should whisper in the microphones.
You have to be very quiet, like a golf tournament.
I don't think you got to be quiet during pickleball.
Talk loud during pickleball.
Pickleball gets loud. It's right across the street from my house.
Isn't pickleball like golf, tennis?
It's like a mix between tennis and ping pong. It's like big ping pong.
Do you play with pickles? I don't
know. I don't know why it's called pickleball.
I don't think I've ever seen pickleball.
Kyle, can you go ahead and Google the origin of the pickleball, please? Kind of see where we're at. Turn your microphone up, Kyle. You're not being heard.
Yeah, I'll Google it real quick.
Can you turn your microphone up, Kyle? Because nobody can hear you. Let's try that again. Can we hear you?
Can you hear me now?
I got you.
We got him.
Jeff, how was your week last week? Let's talk about that. How was your week?
Well, my week was good. In case you don't know, if you're watching for the first time, we work together. Kyle the Intern is not an actual intern, but he works with us. Chance in our fandom room over there works with us. But work was good.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun, I feel like. And now, I don't know if you remember, I think it was Thursday or Friday at work when I had a little problem. Do you remember that, when I had the problem?
Constipation.
I don't know if it was constipation.
You're going to talk about that on the air, though.
Let's talk about it. So I usually have a very normal schedule. And, I won't get too much into this. I don't want to embarrass myself.
You brought it up.
I'm not getting too much in. I'm not going to be graphic about it. But, 9 to 10, pretty much on a daily basis, don't call me because I'm going to be busy. I'm going to have this schedule. I have the schedule, and it works for me. I have a cup of coffee, and then boom, there we go. We're good to go. Friday, I was a little worried. It got to about 11 o'clock in the morning, and I have not, done anything. And so I think I brought it up to you guys. We're close like that.
Yeah.
I brought it up to you that I was worried. So
the coffee wasn't working. What did we eat that day? We went to Chewy's, right?
So y'all said we're going to Chewy's, and I said, let's go. I'll go, because maybe that'll help.
Oh, that's where we had the Bang Bang. What is that stuff called?
The Bang Bang sauce.
Bang Bang Boom Boom sauce. Chance. So we had, what is that called?
Shirley Gooey.
Shirley Gooey.
Yeah,
Holy
Shirley Gooey.
crap, that stuff is good.
Yeah.
Shirley Gooey with a side of Boom Boom sauce.
No. So I figured a trip to Chewy's, coffee, Mexican food, that would help move things along, right?
I don't want to talk about this, Jeff.
After lunch, nothing happens.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about this.
Nothing happened. No, you got to hear the end of the story. Okay. Get home, not feeling good. Feel like probably some things need to happen. I may have to call the doctor, get some kind of prescription or something. I walk in my house, and this is going to be embarrassing for my son. I walk in my house, and I go to my toilet, and what is in there?
A floater?
A floater the size of this Cowboys.
Was it your son?
My son. We won't name names. I don't want to.
Man, why do kids do that?
He left the size of the Loch Ness Monster inside of my toilet. It was almost like he was taunting me.
No, he was
taunting me.
I don't know why kids do that. It makes no sense. I have two of them, and they both do it.
Yeah.
And Colby gets up in the middle of the night to pee.
Leaves it there for you.
Doesn't flush. And how in the world that kid gets it, like, behind the lid?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Well, I don't think they're aiming. So anyway, I think my son was taunting me. He was like, look what I can do. Because I couldn't get anything out. End of the story, though.
Thank God, because I just don't like talking about this subject at all.
Well, you're so uncomfortable with it. Why is it?
I hate it. Man, I cannot stand it.
You don't go poo-poo?
Of course I do. Everybody does. But, I mean, there was a good many years where I worked on an ambulance.
Yeah.
And, any bodily fluids on me don't bother me except for poop. I don't like poop. I hate poop. There were times where, I hate to even talk about it, but patients.
Well, we got to talk about it.
Patients would poop on me, and I would just, there was a time, I'll tell you, there's one story specifically, and I'm not going to name who my partner was at the time, but there was one story specifically where we were working on a guy. Why is there music playing?
There's no music. I'm so sorry. It was
we were working on an elderly guy, and every time I would do something, a little poop would squirt out.
Yeah.
And as soon as that happened, it got on my pants. Well, I would throw up. So it was like a whole big deal, like all the way to the hospital. Like I was puking because it's so embarrassing. So I don't like the subject. I don't like talking about it.
I'm not comfortable with it. This is what I do for the podcast.
But you brought it up.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I do it for the podcast. At work, if I do need to go do the business, which usually I do, I usually go downstairs so other people won't walk in. There's less gentlemen downstairs, and I feel like there's less of a chance someone coming in and bothering you while you're trying to have your privacy. It's a very private.
And it's we're in stalls there too. It's like it's not a private bathroom. There's stalls. So the people that we work with, like our boss for one, he'll just sit there and talk to you.
Yeah.
Like the people who work in our office, like they will literally come sit right next to you and carry on a conversation. And like I'm doing everything I can to figure out a way to make them think that I'm not pooping right next to them.
Even though you're sitting in a stall, do you
Right.
like you pretend like you're like doing something else?
I don't know, because then you're just trying to hold in any noises you might make, or
It's the most awkward thing. Or when you walk in.
you know what I compare this to? Has anybody on our listening in right now? You guys, everybody on this show has at some point in their life seen a dog poop.
Like you've seen a dog poop, as in the excrement,
Actual
or them in the
process of pooping. They look so embarrassed. They look so embarrassed.
That's
when
what
they're
I would
pooping.
look like if someone's.
They squat, and then you're looking at them, and they're looking back at you in complete shame. They have nothing but shame on their face.
It should be something you have complete privacy for.
Why are we watching them?
People watching this right now are probably
Would-
thinking, "Why are y'all talking about
Would
this?" They're probably embarrassed.
Would
about
your
it.
dog? Would he look so ashamed
Yeah.
if you turned around?
Yeah.
Kyle,
Speaking of dog poop, did I tell you all the story that my mom's dog did to me?
you did tell
No.
me. Yeah, let's hear that.
So anyways, I'm dog sitting for my mom. Go home at lunch. Go to let him outside. Let him outside for about 10 to 12 minutes, walking around. So I go back inside, go to do my business, right? In the restroom. He comes in there, looks at me, kind of runs around, pops a squat right on the rug in front of me.
After you let him out.
After I let him out for
God,
about
I hate
10 to
that.
15 minutes.
When me and Christina were dating, we had this little dog, or she had this little dog. I hated his guts. I'm gonna remember his name in just a second.
Petey.
No. He was a Yorkie.
Trigger.
I know that. No.
Thanks.
No, but I hated him because me and my sister lived together in a house, and Christina and I were dating, and she would bring this little dog over, Gunner. The dog's name was
I
Gunner.
said Trigger. That's close.
I'm almost positive it was Gunner, but she would stay outside with this dog for 30 minutes.
Come on now, baby.
30
Come on now,
minutes.
baby.
And as soon as he came inside, he pooped. The minute he walked in the door, I don't understand it. But anyway, back to how did we get on this?
It's a great subject. Everyone does it.
Dog, but I'm telling you, I want to try it. I want to set up a video camera, and I want to try if our dog is out in the yard pooping, and I turn my back, will he still look just as ashamed as he does when I'm looking at him? And should I be ashamed of myself for watching him poop?
I mean, they're dogs, so I don't think
watch
so.
you poop. If I was
I
looking
hope
at
not.
you poop, you would feel embarrassed.
Yeah, I don't like. I feel more embarrassed though when I walk in while someone's pooping.
Let's get some comments on this,
So-
okay?
Well,
I wanna
speaking of
see-
comments, Tim Oliver. I don't know who Tim Oliver is.
I know Tim, yeah.
Tim says it's natural, let it flow. I don't know if that means the podcast. We should just let this thing flow,
No.
or if he's talking about the poop.
I want to read some comments about this subject, I
Okay.
guess. The dog one. I want to hear what people have to say about the dogs.
Yeah,
So-
dogs. I don't have a dog, but I've seen dogs poop, and I've seen them
But
poop
you're
in my
about to
yard.
get a dog, aren't you?
I don't think so.
You've decided against it.
I don't know if I've decided against it. Sweet D may have decided against that for me.
Okay, well, let's move on. No more dogs. So my week was pretty good. I think I had a good week. I was kind of poopy all week, though. I don't know what the deal was.
You're still on the subject. I didn't see you in
No.
a couple days though. Were you
Well, I
sick?
was out in the field, so as things are opening back up, now that COVID's kind of winding down.
That COVID, man.
I don't know if I'm a believer, Jeff.
I don't know.
I walk into Walmart today, and I was so stressed out in Walmart because everybody in there, you got a store that is full of bank robbers and ninjas.
Yep.
You have old ninjas, young ninjas, bank robbers. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody's got there's people wearing the bandanas around their face like a bank robber does, like an old school stick up. So it makes me want to just put my bank robber mask on and go pick up a TV and just walk out the front door. How are they gonna know it's me?
We're not condoning robbing any place that you go, but if there were a high time for robbing a store, it would be right now. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because everybody's got a mask on.
Everyone's wearing a mask.
I mean, they're gonna. You know how Walmart post on Facebook all the time, like Lindo PD.
Yep.
Will post like, "Have you seen this person that robbed Walmart? Are you falling asleep over there, Chance? Chance is falling asleep. Are you bored with our subject? Do you need to go in there with the women?
I'm relaxed.
You are falling asleep right now during our
I'm
podcast.
not falling asleep.
Holy crap, Jeff!
I'm just saying, he's just relaxing. I'm just saying, 2 years ago, if you would have walked into Walmart with a mask on,
They'd have called the cops on you.
cops are coming. guns a-blazing.
They'd have called the cops.
Now you can walk in with one of them eagle head mask
People
things
are
on.
going into Walmart wearing Halloween costumes.
Exactly. And it's
Trash
normal.
bags.
It's normal. You know, one time when I was in high school, I put a mask on. We went bowling with a youth group, a church youth group, and we had this mask. I think it was a werewolf.
Yeah.
And we pulled up to a armored vehicle in Tyler. We put that mask on and we were going crazy, and that dude flipped us off. Imagine if we had that mask on now, people would think it was normal.
Yeah.
Or maybe just armored car drivers.
And I've also seen there are people who get mad. I mean, pissed off mad about social distancing. If you are not social distancing, they get mad at you.
We're not social distancing right now. I feel like we're way too close.
I don't know. I just don't know about it. I don't know how I feel about COVID. What I want to know is all these protests that are going on right now, how many of those protesters are in the hospital with COVID right now?
I don't know. I think that remains to be seen.
Well, it's a 2-week process, right?
I
They say it's 2 weeks. I don't know.
That COVID, man, I'm telling you, I'm over it.
I try to stay off
And
of
I'm diabetic.
politics. I try to stay off of politics. I do. You know, obviously.
We won't talk politics.
No, I mean, obviously, I'm a Republican. You know, I work in the oil and gas industry. You know, I mean, obviously, I don't look like a Democrat because there are people that look like them, and I don't feel like I do. So.
What's going on behind us?
I don't know, man. We're watching Kung Fu.
No, I just saw some ribs bleeding.
What else happened this week?
I feel like it could be an important update for Kyle the Intern. Tell us how the app's going, the Dayton. For those that don't know, Kyle.
He shut it down, man.
He's a young man. He's in his 20s. He's got a beard.
He's a good looking
He's got
guy.
a hot body.
He works out a lot.
I didn't say that. I didn't say. I'm just taking a quote from someone else, Kyle. Tim Oliver quoting. Jake Elwood is also quoting a lot on our page. I love
quoting
it.
a lot.
Thank you so much. But Kyle, give us an update. How's the love life? Are you taking a break? Have you gotten any leads? How can we help you? You know, we've got millions of people watching.
Can we put pictures on the Facebook? I know that I've had some people asking me this week about you, actually.
Give us an update.
So I don't have dating apps anymore,
Okay.
but I did go on a date about 2 weeks ago, and I remember Caleb kind of roasting me about where I was going to take the girl.
Yeah.
I mentioned the Roadhouse.
Did you go to Roadhouse?
I did end up going to the Roadhouse.
God dang it,
Kyle, hold that microphone a little bit closer to your beautiful face.
So I went to the Roadhouse.
Why? Why did you go there?
Because I suggested it to her, and she was all about it.
What does that say about her? Is she listening right now?
She might be. Who knows?
She might be. I like the Roadhouse. Here's why.
Man,
Here's why.
did we talk about this on the show yet?
Not yet. You were going to give me ideas for the next time I go on a date.
Ideas.
You got to have, now not that I'm like, you know, I've never dated a whole lot. You know, I was with one person for a long time, and
I've been with the same, I've been with Andrea for 40 years or something.
I've gone
No,
off-
18.
I've gone off and on with mine for a little while.
Yeah, you have. We won't get into that. Kyle, here's what you need to
So
do.
no, here's the thing. Here's the thing. So you don't take a date to freaking Roadhouse though. The first one, I don't understand it.
I don't agree with that.
To Roadhouse though, that I swear, dude, that is where when you are 40 years old and your kids are at your grandma's, you go to Roadhouse.
Jake Elwood says the chicks love the butter at the Roadhouse. I agree. You can throw stuff on the floor. They don't have to worry about. They don't have to worry about cleaning up.
I don't go. I'm against it.
Well, where should I take my next
You go
date?
somewhere. You go somewhere nice and quiet. You go to the Grove. You go to somewhere like that. Somewhere that's a classy place. And if you're not sure if it's a blind date, then you go somewhere you know none of your friends will be. There's one Asian food place in Tyler that was my go-to for blind dates because you don't know what this chick looks like until you actually get there. So I had a place, and I'm not going to say it on the air because I don't know what all these rules are against saying names of
I
stuff.
think you could say it. I mean,
But you don't. I knew that place. None of my friends would be there. I knew it would be all seniors who like sushi, but they didn't want to go have a wild time. They got good drinks, and we'll share it offline. But that was where I went on blind dates because you just never know.
I can't remember the name. I was going to whisper it right here, but I can't remember the name.
Okay, but
I say Roadhouse, Kyle. You can't go wrong, and here's why: 1, wide variety of drinks; 2, beef; 3, You can throw crap on the floor.
Dude, you go there with your
They don't
buddies.
They don't have to worry about cleaning up and being all proper.
No.
It gives them a chance. What do you
go
think?
to Roadhouse with your buddies.
I will say that we went to the Roadhouse. At first, I went and picked her up. I thought that was a gentleman thing to do. You know, nowadays, I don't think
It is.
guys do that much.
I think you get frowned upon for being a gentleman. I love it. And I think you're doing the right thing.
So we went to the Roadhouse, had a really good time, good conversations. Then we went to Andy's.
Okay.
Okay,
there you go.
More good conversation. Then we went and
What do
played
you have
some
to say bad
putt-putt.
about Andy's?
Nothing.
Okay, thank you.
I'm for that.
What about putt-putt? Was that okay?
100%.
You can't do putt-putt?
100%. Dude, I went on
See?
so with Christina, we went putt-putting one time, and that chick is so competitive. She got beat at putt-putt, and then
Yes,
we didn't talk. Like the whole way home, she got beat, and so we didn't even talk
Well, we
see?
tied, so
because she sucks at it.
We have some comments on Facebook. Wasabi was one thing that was said. I can't confirm or deny that.
Who said wasabi?
We had X-Tina, and we
Yeah.
had Jake Elwood.
Okay, yeah,
So, and then we had a Roadhouses for the family.
yeah. Or
Well,
your buddies.
we have still been talking and have hung out since. So I think it went pretty well.
But that's not because of your restaurant choice. That's because of you. That's because she likes
That's
you.
all that matters, right?
Yeah.
Me as a person.
You're getting some
But you-
shout-outs. Don't listen to them, Kyle. It sounded like a fun date.
But you did away with your app, so right? You got
listen.
rid of the Bumble. You got rid of the.
Yeah, I got rid of them. I just didn't feel like that was a place for me to meet someone I'm looking for.
That you're looking
Okay.
for. Where are you looking to meet someone? Maybe like a, church or a fun
Church is
shindig.
good, man. Oh, church is a good one.
I mean, that's a
What about
definitely a good
square
place.
dancing?
I mean, maybe through some of you guys. Who knows?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So, ladies, listen. For those of you watching, if you have friends that are single that are looking, Kyle, 1, he's a gentleman. 2, beard. 3, Kyle, why don't you stand up and show your face on there? You can do it.
We'll put a picture on. We'll
I'll
put
try
a
to
picture
stay
of
off
him.
the air.
Chase Cason's watching now.
We'll put a picture of him on later.
Okay, gentlemen. He owns his own truck. He's got a job.
He shares an office with me, Jeff.
He does.
He shares an office with me.
Sweet D
Farmers
said farmers only.
Who said that? Your wife?
Farmers. Jake Elwood's single, apparently.
Yeah,
Okay.
I knew that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's my update on my dating life so far. I mean, I'm still talking to that girl. We'll see where it goes.
Okay.
But I'll keep you guys updated.
All right. Good.
All right. Well, Caleb, the other thing I was going to bring up is I was watching the other day. I was watching a show, and the main character had a tattoo,
Yeah.
and I was thinking to myself, and
You
then I
have
got
a tattoo, Jeff?
I got a little sheepish because I know Chance is. I don't know if Chance has a tattoo. I know his wife has a tattoo or a few. She has lots of tattoos, so I was a little bit sheepish.
Can we talk about that on the air?
Maybe not her tattoos, but no, I don't have a tattoo. It's a lot like noodling. I don't want a tattoo, and I don't want to go noodling.
Why would you not want to go noodling? We were gonna go yesterday.
I know you texted me that. I don't know. I don't know. It's scary. I don't know. Like I like to hunt. I like to fish. I don't know about noodling though. That it sticks his mouth over your hand.
Yeah. And you just got to get in there.
I don't know if I can do that. Does anyone noodle? If you're watching online, give me your comments on noodling. We're not talking about spooning.
Well, I don't know where I
talking
live.
about noodling.
I don't know if you can do it where I live. We've been a few times. Me and Chance, dude, one of the best times that I ever had. Now that Chance is here. Okay, so me and him and Drew. We all worked at NOV, okay, and they told us like what? How many months before they laid us off did they tell us?
3.
So they gave us the 3-month warning that we were going to get laid off. Okay,
3 months.
They told us it was like right when I started working there.
You're like starting a whole new life in 3 months.
Dude, I mean, like I had just started working that job. The company that I worked for before, we closed down. The oil field crashed the last time it crashed, and my company closed, and I lost my job. So I ended up working at NOV, and I, like the first couple of weeks I worked there, they call us in a meeting in the break room, like, hey, we're shutting down this division. Y'all are all going to be laid off. I'm like, well, god dang, like I just got here. Like I don't even remember my login number yet, and y'all are already fixing to lay me off. So the day that we got laid off, we went in. We got
June 1st.
June 1st of 2017.
Yes, sir. On a Friday.
Oh yeah, 2017. So we came into work for how long? Maybe a couple hours?
That's Chance Loudmore you hear in the background.
Probably legally getting let go about 10ish.
Yeah, so at 10 o'clock, me and Chance and Drew, we go to Hideaway, come here to Hideaway, we get on the Nautique, because we got a Nautique over on Third Lake. We get in that Nautique
Opulence.
and we start pounding beers, and then we start noodling out of the ski Nautique.
Do we need to give a definition of what noodling is? Because hopefully
Everybody
people aren't
knows.
getting the wrong
If
idea.
if you don't know what noodling is,
Okay,
then
okay.
Google it. I'm not explaining it.
Probably the first Nautique to ever been noodling.
It has to be. I guarantee it's the first one out here to ever be noodling.
That sounds like a humble brag to
Dude,
me.
we were up and down the boat ramps. We were like going over by the spillway. I mean, we caught no fish. We didn't find anywhere. So, the day that's what we did when we got laid off that day.
All day.
All day we sat out there.
Did you catch any?
No, we didn't catch anything. We didn't even find any.
Well,
I think we just rode around the boat all day drinking, didn't we?
We ended up tubing
Yeah, we did go tubing.
hardcore.
Yeah.
We were taking
Well-
aggression out on each other.
What a good day. What a good day that was.
we got to go back here a little bit. Do you know Kaylee Smith?
Kaylee Smith. Yeah.
Kaylee Smith, great.
You know who
great-
that is?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
You know Wendy Hicks.
Oh yeah.
That's Wendy's daughter, Miss Hicks.
Oh my
the
gosh.
teacher.
So I knew Wendy
That's
Hicks.
her daughter. She
I
just
knew
had a
her.
baby.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
I knew Wendy Hicks when she was
Wendy
probably
didn't
Kaylee's
just have
age.
a baby.
No, I knew that. I knew
Kaylee just had a baby.
Well, she just said that her and Cooper met at Roadhouse. So I think, again, Kyle, I think it's great. We have a lot of comments on the tattoos. Chelsea commented she thinks tattoos are fun. Obviously, she has some.
I think tattoos are fine.
I don't know. I can't. Here's my problem with tattoos. Here's my problem. I feel like you probably have to take off something to see the tattoo. I don't want to take things off. I don't want people to see me without a shirt on.
You don't go shirtless.
I try not to.
Dude,
I don't want to offend everyone that ever sees
If
me.
my problem is I want a tattoo, and I've been looking to get a tattoo for a long time, but I'm so picky about it, and I don't want a little tattoo to start with.
Yeah.
I don't want to get like a butterfly on my toe.
You don't have a tattoo now.
No,
Okay.
no tattoos. But I want my entire shoulder all the way down. I want a half sleeve.
Okay.
That's what I want my first tattoo to be, is a half sleeve.
Is it going to be like ornate with like flowers?
See, I don't know. I don't know what I want. That's why, I mean, how do you...
Would you get a matching tattoo with someone?
No.
What about matching tattoos?
I mean, I don't care. You can get whatever tattoo you want. If I get a tattoo and somebody wants to match me, I'll be okay with that. So, yes,
What about-
I'm down for a matching
What
tattoo.
about put your hand over it? What if we had tattoos here? Put your
On
no,
our
the other one, the
knuckles?
other one, and like no, hold it like this, and like do it together. What if we had matching tattoos to where when you only do
Me
that?
and you?
Yeah, where they only do that, it
Like,
makes
let's
something.
talk about it?
Like half a leopard or something.
Like, let's talk about it. Hey, we
Sure.
need a sponsor to sponsor us for koozies. We started looking at koozies this week because it blows my mind. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I like drinking a White Claw. Man,
What about
do.
Truly?
And Trulies. I like them all. I like
Okay.
the White Claws and I like the Trulies.
Corona Premier.
And Corona Premier is my beer for sure. And they're all in skinny cans.
Uh huh.
Not anywhere you go can you find a freaking skinny can koozie.
That's right. And so
Slim can koozie. Nowhere. You can't find them.
we looked online.
They're like
It was
$200.
expensive. It was
So
expensive because they're so new. We're on the forefront of things here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. So if you want to give, we can give you our Venmo.
Yeah.
Give us a few dollars. We're
Not
gonna buy.
my Venmo though. I'm in Venmo jail right now.
Why are you in Venmo jail?
We talked about that, remember?
Yeah, you
Dude.
got shut down.
I got put in Venmo jail. I Venmo'd somebody and I changed my debit card recently.
Yeah,
Well, it's like I Venmo'd them the same day I changed my debit card.
yeah.
So it paid them.
But it wasn't
And
real.
then the debit card, anyway, it came back and said your card wasn't good. But it wasn't like an insufficient funds thing, because I mean that happens all the time too. I am in the oil field. There's a risk there. You never know. Every time you write a check, it's a roll of the dice there in this oil field.
You're just waiting. You never know what you're gonna get.
But no, the Venmo thing. So they told me that my card on file, they had a problem charging my card.
Oh, you're done.
So now, in order for me to get out of Venmo jail, I have to send them a picture of my ID
Mm-hmm.
and some other stuff that I haven't done yet.
Like your kid's social security.
Stuff like that, yeah. So, which I didn't know that Venmo was owned by PayPal. Did you know that? Did you guys know that?
I feel like it's the same thing.
I have a PayPal, and my PayPal works just fine, but my Venmo doesn't. So
When's the last time you used PayPal?
I use it all the time
For what?
for everything.
Huh.
Like I pay like stuff. I pay my bills. A lot of my bills on PayPal.
Hey,
Like my Hulu accounts and stuff. I pay them
Yeah.
on PayPal.
speaking of Hulu, we still got Kung Fu going on back here.
That
Looks
Kung
like
Fu's gonna
looks
play.
like it's starting to heat up a little bit.
I haven't watched any of it. This is what y'all. It is hot in here, y'all. It is so hot in here. Are you hot, Jeff?
I'm not hot at all. So Eric Whitaker, you know Eric?
Yeah, I know.
Eric says he was willing to sponsor us until we mentioned White Claw.
Man, it is what it is, man.
No.
There's no law against White Claw.
What about the Michelob Ultra?
Not since I've discovered Premiers. I like those better.
Okay. See, I only drink the normal stuff.
Man beer.
Man beer. That's why I got a man beer gut.
Yeah, I mean, but I love Lone Star
I
and
know you
Shiner and all that. But I mean, just my go-to is Corona Premier.
I got you. Well, I mean, you know, Kyle, if you ever need more advice as far as women go, probably don't ask me. It's been a while since I've gone on a real first date. So just remember, Texas Roadhouse is fine, and you're all good. I think there were a lot of comments that said Texas Roadhouse is fine.
Hey, did we get anybody saying that they would sponsor us for koozies yet? Because I want to go ahead.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I bet you that somebody on here listening or somebody that we know, I bet they work for a place that does these.
Yeah.
Like I know a guy. There is a company in. Tell you what, I will. FR Girls of East Texas or
What?
FR Girls of Texas.
What's FR Girls?
So my friend Joe Temple,
yeah.
he works for them or did. I guess he still does. I have no idea. But they make things like that. They do screen printing and hats and FR and uniforms and everything. So maybe they're listening, and if they're not listening, then maybe we'll tag them and say, hey, you know, these guys are soon to be world famous,
Oh yeah.
and I don't want them to miss an opportunity to get in on the ground floor of
World
this investment.
famous. We are. Hey, be sure to check us out. Our
Yeah.
Anchor. We have it on our Facebook. Our link to where you can listen to the podcast. It won't be
Yeah.
the video, but you can listen to it. You can find us on Spotify.
Yeah.
I don't know why they just let people just get on
We are-
Spotify. Because we're there.
We are going to have guests too. And we had Sims last week.
Eric Whitaker.
Hey, you okay?
I'm speaking Spanish.
Is your blood sugar low?
No, it's good. Eric Whitaker says he will sponsor. Eric, we'll write you down for a $5 donation. We appreciate it. Get some tall, skinny boy.
No, I love it,
koozies.
man. Anybody that's willing to, you know, we're trying to grow this thing because it's just something that we thought of. You know, we sit around the office and talk about things all day, and people, Jeff and I, and we had several people who have told us, like, look,
And Kyle.
Kyle especially, y'all don't understand that Kyle is the lifeblood of this whole.
Listen,
I mean,
we've told you once, we've told you twice. Kyle is a catch, and if you're not on the Kyle train,
yeah,
you're missing out.
Yeah.
Stephen Williams is logging on.
Really?
Watching. Oh yeah.
I like
He's
that
probably
guy.
he's probably hacking into our
He's
system
so
right now.
tall, that Stephen Williams.
He's really
though.
tall. We work with a
And-
guy named Steven.
He parks. He does it on purpose now. Let's talk about Steven's. Now that Steven is listening, let's talk about
I don't
Steven's
know
parking.
if this is the format to do it.
No, it's the format.
Perfect.
So
time,
I
perfect
swear
time.
he does it on purpose now,
Yeah.
which I would too.
Yeah.
So we have this ongoing joke at work about parking, right? Because we park on the when all of us now. Thank goodness that we're all starting to get out of the office, like the ones that, like me, who need to be out of the office every
Yeah.
day. Like it's not good for me to be in the office because if I'm in the office every day, then pretty good chance sales are going to be down, right?
Yeah.
Because,
I mean, you're the guy. You're the number one guy.
no, I mean, we just have our sales team right now really needs to be out. So, but we have to park on the road, and every one of us park. It's a dead end street, and we park facing the opposite direction on the curb, and you can fit 4 trucks there.
Yeah. If you do it right, you might could fit. Yeah.
No, you can fit 4.
Yeah.
And because our parking spot, you know, they're kind of small, and we all drive bigger trucks, you know. But Steven, this guy, he parks the opposite direction, and for whatever reason, is he commenting on this?
He laughed in the case of Casey's chiming in too.
So, and for whatever reason, I'm not the first one at work, you guys. Okay, I'm not the first one there every day.
No, you're
gonna
not.
lie. And I always have to be the one to parallel park.
So, let me go the other side here, because I don't mind it, because usually I'm there really early.
Because y'all live right down the street.
But he is parked on the right side. Am I right, Chance? He's on the right when you know.
He is
the
parking
right
correct.
on the right way.
He is parking.
So if we just circle around and go behind him, it would solve the issue, I feel. So let's just think about that. I don't want to get into, the
I don't know. I
logistics
can't
and all
because
the.
nobody else does it. Then you got to get Paul to do it. Then you've got to get Paul to park in the right direction.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's
good
true.
luck there.
That's
good
true.
luck getting Paul to park the right
Hey,
direction.
we probably need. Chris Lawrence is watching as well. So is Hope.
Yeah.
Hope
heck
had a
yeah.
birthday the other day. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Hey, I called
Her
Hope
43rd
yesterday.
birthday, I think.
43rd. I called Hope yesterday and I sang her the first verse or so of Happy Birthday. Then I got bored with it.
Yeah.
But she answered my FaceTime call in the morning.
Well, she's
She
a
answered in her pajamas with no makeup on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hope doesn't care. She has no care. She's like a honey badger, that Hope Lawrence is.
She's a honey badger. She really
She is a honey badger.
She really is. We just appreciate everyone watching. We appreciate.
Whoa.
We're not shutting it down.
Are you trying to shut it down?
No. I'm just making comment here. We
Okay.
appreciate everyone watching.
Yeah.
We appreciate everyone commenting.
Yeah.
I think the lifeblood of this, not only is Kyle and his trips to Roadhouse.
And we've got to get a bigger air conditioner in here. This is terrible. Dude,
Eric said he would his company's going to sponsor us.
Eric Whitaker?
Yeah.
Isn't Eric Whitaker? Oh, he does the shredding, right? Eric?
Well, we don't want to shred our koozies.
No, Eric, don't you do did somebody turn that off, Chance?
No, I just.
Eric, don't you do don't you have the shredding, like the land clearing stuff?
Oh, you mean land clear?
Land clearing. Eric's got, I think that's Eric, isn't it? Eric, answer me right quick. Is that you? Don't
Well,
you
they're
have
a
the
little
land clearing?
delayed. They're a little delayed, so we'll see it.
I think his company does they've got the big mulching machines.
Yeah.
Like they do the land mulching.
Yeah.
And
What is that thing? What's
That's
the
a
chance holding
koozie.
here? Yeah, like a koozie.
hey, will you hook me up with
A little koozie here. It doesn't look like we need one for the skinny beers, the skinny Trulies and things like
No,
that.
we need
Skinny
a
can.
Oh, that is a skinny can.
Yeah.
that's not
Give me
the
that.
skinny
Give me
can.
that back.
Where'd you find that?
I don't think that's a skinny can.
It's
Is
not
that a
a
skinny
regular
can?
no, that's just a
It's not a
small.
tall skinny can. It's
Okay.
short skinny.
Aaron Smith comment. Aaron Smith's back.
I'm glad
Got
he's
them
back.
goldfish.
Got the goldfish for him.
Man, I knew Aaron Smith when he was such a young lad. Such a young lad.
Yeah.
Hey, Caleb,
Yeah.
got a question for you.
Did you find out, Kyle?
The pickleball?
Did you find out the
Oh,
pickleball
yeah.
origin?
Yeah, I was going to do that at the end.
Okay. Well, what's
Yeah,
your
I think
question?
we're winding down. I think we're.
No.
Okay, I'm good
wrapping
with
it
that.
up.
What's your question?
I want to hear a story from when you were doing riding in the ambulance.
Oh
What's
man.
one of the
One
best
story.
stories you've had?
Ooh.
Man, I don't.
I feel like I
can't-
can think of one. I don't know if you can share it.
You got to be careful about things with that though, Kyle, because you don't. That's a sensitive subject. You got people's.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some great. Okay, I'll tell you one. I will tell you one.
I was just thinking of old
That
English.
doesn't put anybody at risk. How about
Okay, so my favorite time, I was a dispatcher too. So I worked.
911. What's
I
your
worked in-
emergency?
Me and some buddies, we all worked for ETMC as dispatchers, and we would answer the 911 calls. So that was probably all my best stories. Probably come from that. One time there was this lady.
Sure, water.
Thanks. One time there was this lady who lived. She was a homeless woman, and there's a city in which I will not speak. That I just don't know what you can say on these shows. I'm still learning that.
Listen, I think there's only like
Have you
12
researched
people
that?
listening.
Only 12 people.
No, give or take.
Okay. Well,
You can share it. You can share it. You can't say names.
Just don't say names or cities.
so this woman, she always called 911 like all the time, and what she would do is she would drag her mattress out to the middle of the street, and on a busy street, and she would lay down on that mattress and start pretending to have a seizure, so that somebody would see her doing it, and they would call 911, and the ambulance would come, and they would give her medication.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the one of the medics that would pick her up, and I'm not going to say names, we're not going to go there. So we would pick her up, and we would give her this magic medicine called normoxidine. Okay, it helped her so good. I mean, she was a crackhead, right? And we would give her this normoxidine. And everybody that's a medic knows what I'm talking about. It was normal saline. It was just an IV.
What's normoxidine?
And we called it normoxidine.
Yeah.
And we would give her that normoxidine, and boy, she loved it. It fixed her right up. It didn't make her feel any way, but then we all got in trouble because she would start calling 911 herself and asking for us to bring her some normoxidine. But she drugged the mattress out to the middle of the busy street, so that she didn't have to lay on the hard or hot pavement to have a seizure. So she would.
God.
It was a real thing. And then we would go pick up people. We'd go pick. What are they doing?
I think he's
Are
looking
they have
for
eggs?
normoxidine.
Are they boiled eggs? Those look like
He's
boiled
trying
eggs.
not to break the eggs. He's got to be limber and like a
Man,
ninja.
I wished I knew how to do kung fu.
I know.
There's a bunch of people that know that rock.
Look, I just picked up a rock.
That rock is not heavy.
Oh, anyway,
Man, I'll tell you what.
listen, Derek Easley's here.
You
We
guys
got
are
Derek.
like little kids. Y'all know that?
What?
Y'all are like little kids and little puppies. You see something and you instantly go to it.
Hey, I have not checked my phone one time during
I'm
this.
watching it.
Y'all know, all you people watching and listening, I've been under so much criticism these last couple of weeks because
Spitting.
spitting. Yeah, I can't dip on. I can't spit.
Pinterest.
I said Pinterest. God forbid I say it the way that it's spelled. So now I say Pinterest.
Pinterest.
Pinterest. Now I say Pinterest instead of Pinterest.
Yeah.
That's the way it's spelled. I'm not going to check my phone.
No, don't do it.
I'm not going to say anything about how many viewers we've got.
No,
even
we
though
got
I
so
am.
many. We got so many.
So
There's so many of them.
You're doing a really good job today, Caleb.
Caleb,
thanks,
you
man.
are. Did you take your Adderall today?
No.
What you take?
I don't take that. No, I take something for it, but I don't take that. Those eggs do not look good.
Well, see, look, you don't
That's
want
those
to crush
brown
your
eggs.
That's the problem.
But hey, I tell you what though, the man cave, I'm really enjoying this. I
Yeah.
love the man cave we've got set up. I feel like this is going to be like a growing thing here for this. It's awesome.
Yeah, we've got it set
awesome
up.
in
I
here.
feel like we've got the audio figured out.
Yeah.
We're going to do some more things, a little bit more with the audio as far as, echoes and
Yeah,
stuff
we're
like
going to have
that.
some
But,
lighting put up. It's going to be a real thing.
We may have a producer come
Hey,
in.
thanks Troy McCleary for your awesome room at the end of the garage. That's great deal.
Yeah. It's Caleb, you did really good. We put up this TV about 2 minutes before we started.
Yeah.
So y'all did an awesome job. You and Chance doing that, but
Yeah.
we appreciate you hosting
Hey,
us here
real
too.
quick, y'all want to know the origin of
Yes.
pickleball?
Let's hear it.
Yes.
So, pickleball was invented in 1965 on Bainbridge Island, a short ferry ride from Seattle, Washington. Three dads, Joel Pritchard,
That doesn't
Bill
surprise
Bell, and Barney McCollum, whose kids were bored with their usual summertime activities, are credited for creating the game. Now,
Okay.
why is it called pickleball? There's two possible reasons. It's kind of up in the air. So, pickleball has a very interesting name, especially since no pickles are used, Jeff.
Okay. Well, that was my first concern.
So,
Yeah.
according to Joel Pritchard's wife, she started calling the game pickleball because the combination of different sports reminded her of the pickle boat and crew, where oarsmen were chosen from leftovers of other boats. And two, according to Barry McCollum, the game was named after Pritchard's dog, Pickles, who would chase the ball and run off with it. So,
Okay.
there's kind of two
Perfect.
reasons.
Hey, thanks, Kyle. That's why we love you.
Listen,
Hey,
my main concern was what they were playing with, like a pickle. I didn't know.
So hey, we are gonna work on getting a tournament put together. Okay. So
Yeah.
everybody, y'all hold off on that. We're gonna work on that. We are gonna host a tournament out here.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think it'd be an awesome way to raise money. So Jeff, man,
I thought we had a good
Dude,
time.
good
Hey, look,
time
matching
here.
tattoos. Matching tattoos.
Yeah, we're not gonna do it. That's the gayest
do
thing
it.
I ever heard. No, I don't think I want to do it at
Why
all.
don't we do it?
We got our exit music playing right now. So
I think if we had a leopard, like half of a leopard, and we did that, and then it was like,
I'm just out, man. I'm
No.
out.
okay, well,
Hey, here we go, guys. Thank you
y'all.
guys for joining in with us today for Let's Talk About It with Caleb and Jeff.
we talked about it. We did it. It's Jeff and Caleb, though, I think.
I don't know, man.
All right.
All right, yo,
Y'all
guys.
have a good night. Have a
Everybody
good
comment, like us. Let's get this thing started.